How you going? Yesterday we just did a test patch on this alloy guard to bring it up, and I've gone through and I've given this going over with the wet and dry and a bit of Scotch-Brite. So I'm going to give it a polish now and just bring it back up. So I'm only using a mop. I'm not using a stitched wheel, and I'll give that a clean off, and we'll give it a polish. So I've finished running the guard over the buff. When you use a rouge, it's actually an abrasive and it's held together with paraffin wax. So in order to get it off, just use a little bit of degreaser. And you see the amount of it just coming off. Okay, we've cleaned the guard off and we've given it another light go over the buff. I'm just cleaning it off now, and I am pretty happy with that. I'm really happy with it. So whilst it looks shiny, we've left as much as the patina in as we could. And you've got to remember, the reason I've polished this was because the actual paintwork on the rest of the bike hasn't come up too bad. So this looks out of place, we'll show, because it was just a bit too ratty. So it's just got a bit of a sheen over it all. Left a lot of the patina that's in it. I mean, we haven't gone for a mirror finish. I can basically make a vague outline of myself looking in the reflection. It's that flat, which is exactly what I wanted. So I am pretty happy with the way that's come out. So next jobby is to get onto the mudguard stays for this guard and straighten them out where they were. Okay, we're going to have a crack at taking the bend out of this mudguard stay. So what I've got here is one of the forming dies I use for making Bantam mudguard stays. So in here I've got a bit of 1/2 inch round, and I'm just going to try and delicately just pull that all right out. We'll have a look. Oh, and that's done a pretty good job. I've just got a bit on there's a bit on the end, but now I'm looking at that, I may even leave it. No, I'll give it another go. I'll give it another go, just a little bit here. Just pull it down. Let's roll it out of there a bit. But well, that's pretty good. I've just got to bend this tab out, which I'll just put up in the vise and do it. But I'm pretty happy with that. So there's a couple of really nice, it still is, redback spider nests in this. So, and there was a couple of them wandering around, but we've sorted that. So we'll get all this nice and clean. Ooh. Get all the dirt off it, so it gives the adhesive the best opportunity to stick all this back on. Okay, so far so good. Just doing a little section at a time, because as you can see with bits like this, they've got a real rolled set in them. So to clamp them up until they go off, but it's working all right at this stage. So that's really good. We'll just keep persisting and working our way all around the edge of the seat. Keep going. Okay, so we've got all our seat re-glued up again, and it's gone very well, so I'm pretty happy about that. So now we're getting into giving this a bit of a clean, and we'll see how it comes up. So it's going to be a little bit painstaking scrubbing it, and hopefully it'll come up all right, hopefully. Rightio, so I have just finished giving this seat a clean, pulling a bit of bloody contact cement off, giving this seat a clean, good scrub, and that's the way it's turned out. So pretty happy with that, good effort. The vinyl itself is still pretty pliable, so I don't envisage it's going to break up or anything like that. Have the rivets a little tiny bit of a clean, and it's still got some staining in the top of the seat. I mean, I can only scrub it so hard without potentially destroying 60-year-old vinyl, so I don't want to be doing that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it's come up. So obviously that's the front of your seat there. Got a tiny little bit of overspray from where someone's spray painted near it, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that's turned out. So that seat's finished now. It's ready. It'll be ready to go back onto the bike and be reassembled. So I'll cover that up and I'll put that back on the shelf, and come the time, I'll bolt her on. So one job done and out of the way.